encourage you to take some time and listen to what they have to say between songs and to listen to their songs. And then after that, we're going to have an open mic night. But let me delay no further. Starting on your right, I would like to introduce you to a man I've been following for years, but we've never shared a stage once. We've interacted online a number of times, and I've seen him play once, and I'm really excited to see him play tonight. Please welcome to the stage, Norm Strauss.
Thank you very much.
And center stage this evening, it almost feels like afternoon, but center stage this evening, I met this girl at, it was Mission Tap House after I played a show, and relatively new in town.
Yeah, about a year.
About a year in town. And this young woman performs in a band called Crush, and is booking gigs like crazy this summer. So it's if you really like her, you should really go see her. And I'm really excited to see what she's written. Please welcome to the stage, center stage, Shalisha.
Thank you.
And my name's Dan Tait. I'm your host for the evening. You can call me Dan Tait or your friendly neighborhood Dan. I'm here every Tuesday until we wrap up this season of Three Little Birds at the end of May. And since I'm the host, that probably means I gotta start. So I'm going to start with something middle of the road. I've been fighting burnout in the last couple weeks, and I got a song about that. But we're going to do that later because it's pretty high energy, and I just got off an 8.5-hour workday. And so I'm going to warm up with a tune I wrote. This is one of those change tunes that I've written, and it's a tune I found myself in a brand new relationship status. No relationship, and I had gone from living in a van with this individual for several years to living in a bachelor apartment with two other dudes that left the fridge a mess, and one of them had a 2-year-old that he got to see for 3 days a week, and that meant I babysat for 3 days a week. And this is a tune I wrote about it. This is called These Lonesome Blues. I got out of my bed about 9:30, 10. I got a crack in my eggs from an old getting hen. I live by myself, since my baby's been gone. I'm just a nip on a shelf, I hope it don't last long. I put on my boots, it's time for me to go for a stroll. I gotta find my friends, cause the lonesome blues are digging me a hole. Oh, the kale in the fridge, it's starting to rot, and doing just fine, it's all that I got. I go out on the town a lot more than I did. It's so lonesome at home, I'm gonna flip my lid. Sit and boom to the records, and I sit down to read. I gotta hear my friends, cause the lonesome blues are full of besties. I'm just having a smoke, and I'm telling myself all them corny jokes that the neighbors must think when they see me out back. Oh no, it's that old bearded guy, and he's finally cracked. Set my mind to my records, and I sit down to read. I gotta hear my friends, cause the lonesome blues are full of misdeeds. Thanks very much. And that's what we're gonna do all night. Well, I mean, for a while tonight. And so we're gonna go song for song. If anyone wants to join in on my songs, feel free. But Shalisha, what have you got?
I got a few songs, I guess. Now that I'm up here. I'm gonna free fly that, no? Freestyle it? No, I'm just kidding. I actually wrote this song called Drink Into Something when I was in my first band years ago. It was a country band, so I'm like, I'm gonna write a country song, but I was kind of feeling a little bit down. I was opening up for a lot of really famous artists, but that I'd also play all these dive bars. And so I'm like, oh, what am I doing? And I'm still broke. So I was at this really, really, really divey bar when I wrote this song, but it's called Drink Into Something. There's always silver linings in it, and you know, I wouldn't give it up for the world, and I'm still going. So that's how I met these fine people, but that's what this is called. Tears in my pocket. I just gotta hold on one more day. So I opened the bottle that was left on the table, and I ordered me another round. Now I'm drinking something like Mama's sweet loving, or hotel room, I'm living a dream, or so it goes. I got an empty wallet, I don't know what I'm doing here, but I put a smile on for the show. So I opened the bottle that was left on the table, and I ordered me another. Now I'm drinking something like Mama's sweet loving, or ice cold beer by the lake. Here's to brothers, those fighters, our separated lovers. Maybe it's one more day, but I'm drinking something today. Now I'm drinking something like Mama's sweet loving, or ice cold beer by the lake. Here's to brothers, those fighters, our separated lovers. Or maybe it's one more day, but I'm drinking something today. Yeah, I'm drinking something. Thank you. Speaking of, cheers. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Mr. Norm Strauss.
Well, I wrote this song. This song is called BC Burning. And I wrote it in the summer of 2017. I was driving up to a family reunion up in Vanderhoof, of all places. And it was 2017, if you remember, where it was another very bad season for wildfires. And as I was driving, I would normally go up through Cache Creek, you know, Kamloops, Cache Creek, Williams Lake, 100 Mile. But the highway was closed because Williams Lake was evacuated, 100 Mile was evacuated. And so I had to kind of dodge the wildfires and go up through the other routes. I forget the name of the highway. And yes, Blue River, went through Blue River, yes. And I was listening on CBC radio, and they were talking about the firefighters and the problems they were having. And I was so impressed by what I heard, and I thought, a firefighter has got more steel in their spine than I do. And then later on, just a few weeks later, I met with a friend of mine, and she had lost her father in the fires in Cache Creek. And anyway, I sat down and wrote this song, BC Burning. About the time when the Okanagan summer rolls in like a barrel full of wine. In the heat of the day, clouds slip away until September. See the sun come to sparkle on the water as it dries all the moisture from the pines. The valley down below, you would never know unless you remember. I see the smoke upon the hill. Ring the bell and raise the alarm. 'Cause last year we thought we had our fill of wildfires. Summer is returning and BC is burning. God bless the ranchers and the farmers from Kamloops to north of Williams Lake. But leave it all behind with less a prayer than a cry. Lord, let it rain. Lord, let it rain. I see smoke upon the hill. Ring the bell and raise the alarm. 'Cause last year we thought we had our fill of these damn wildfires. Thunderstorms are churning and BC is burning. I would trade these fine reds and these festivals for a single spell of downpouring rain. Put this whole province in the shade for 2 or 3 full days of falling water. A firefighter is no Hollywood hero, but somewhere between a soldier and a saint. Put your life out on the line. Pray to the divine, you sons and daughters. You sons and daughters. I see smoke upon the hill. Ring the bell and raise the alarm. 'Cause last year we thought we had our fill of these wildfires. Summer's just returning and California's burning. Was it a cigarette or was it global warming? Is it too late to ask the questions why? Our forests are like tinder, the air is full of cinder every summer now. Beware, a spark becomes had our fill of these wildfires. I see smoke upon the hill, ring the bell and raise the alarm. This last year we thought we had our fill of these wildfires. Summer is returning and BC is burning. Thank you very much.
This stage is burning down right now. That's hot.
Burn it down.
Good.
And just like that, we're done one round. Norm Strauss, everybody.
Good, nice.
Well, I mentioned in the intro, I've been wrestling with this old burnout thing, and this is a song I was thinking about starting with, but I wasn't sure I was. But Norm just dropped that firebomb, that high energy tune, so I'm gonna play it. And this is a tune I wrote right at the beginning of the COVID pandemic, and I found myself returning from Mexico, and I turned on my phone, landed on the tarmac in Abbotsford, and I turned on my phone, and I was just receiving CBC alert after CBC alert about things were shutting down. And the way I always used to vacation as a musician was I'd make a whole bunch of money and then I'd go on vacation by playing gigs and go on vacation, and then I'd usually spend much of that money, and I had done it before, so I had set up a tour on the other side of my vacation. So as soon as I get back, I can pay rent with a couple weeks of work on the road. And so the way it happened was we got back, we got all these closures, but the venues I was playing in the next week or so, they were still going. They still had high hopes. So I drove on out to Golden, and I played my first show in Golden, BC of that tour, and it went well. And then I got back to the hotel room, which was easily the creepiest hotel room I have ever stayed in. I stayed in a very, very dusky, dingy hotel room, and that's when I started receiving the cancellation emails. Alone on the road, my first gig done, and I received something like 40 cancellation emails that night. So that's when I started writing this. And this tune, I finished writing it midway through the COVID pandemic because somehow I managed to burn myself out in the pandemic. So it's a little bit about burning out as a musician. So this is called Life Underwater. Life underwater never seemed to bring me what I want. I can no longer hold my breath, I keep giving out. And I hear you gotta hold fast, boy, you gotta stand strong. I conquer it all. But the sea brings me open within. Now as time goes past, I get older. Time, it has a funny way of teaching us lessons. Like clouds that make a sunny day less impressive. And I can be the only one who can say no more. And I go over with this aching head.
funny way of teaching this lesson. Just like clouds that make a sunny day less impressive. And I can't be the only one who can swim no more. And I'm upward with this shaking head. And I open the door. Just an artist and his problems. All those reasons he can't solve it. Look past the glass and you'll see me. Just another singer trying to break free. In time, it has a funny way of teaching us lessons. Just like now, maybe one way less impressive. And I can't be the only one who can tread no more. And I'm upward with this shaking head. And I open the door. And I open the door. In time, it has a funny way of teaching us lessons.
Thank you very much. Well, my friends, one thing I did forget to mention is we're paying our artists with your tips and your financial love for these artists. So we do have a QR code. You can tip at the till as well. And have you seen the donation jar, my friend? We're going to have a donation jar going in just a second. There we go. So that's for cash tips, and there's also QR code on the donation jar where you can tip these artists, and it will go right to the artists. Redbird takes no cut whatsoever. Yeah, I know, I got here late. Sorry, Adam. Adam's also going to mount a giant QR code, so it's really easy. All right.
Thanks.
Shalissa.
So I was gonna play a slower song, but I'm gonna keep the energy up a little bit. I actually just wrote this song. It's called Already Mine, because it's pretty much just about growing. And everyone's had some sort of trauma in their life or whatever, but a lot of times you hold on to it without knowing you're holding on to something and that you don't need to. So this one was mine. Had a bad relationship last summer, and then I realized that wasn't partially my doing. Oh. All right, this is what it is. too. Oh, 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 oh. Thank you. You're amazing.
Well, I'm feeling really humbled on stage here by these two great singers. You guys sing really well.
So do you, Norm.
Oh, man.
Don't sell yourself short.
I'm struggling with my post-COVID voice here, but... Oh, thank you. This girl sounds like Stevie Nicks, only even better, right?
Oh, I can't say that.
She improved the system.
Oh, man. Okay, this song is called The Church of the Sensitive Hearts. I wrote it about the open mic nights that I used to hang out on Granville Street way back in the day. And I was raised in the church. My dad was a choir director. You know, I'm German Baptist. And every second or third Sunday night, you know, we'd have a special night where the pastor wouldn't preach, but people would get up and tell their stories about how they'd been helped, you know, and people were praying for me. I was sick, you know, and people prayed and I got better. My husband needed a job and people prayed, I got better and got a job. And anyways, these open mic nights down in Granville, I would go in there sometimes to sing and sometimes I wouldn't, you know, I would just watch. And it's kind of in a rough area of town, so you get a lot of street people coming in and actually getting on stage with old beat-up guitars and out of tune, you know, and they would get up and they would say, yeah, I just wrote a song about my girlfriend last week. She broke up with me, but I'm getting over it, and, you know. And then they would sing the song, or, you know, I'm still trying to get off heroin, but here's a song I wrote about it, you know. And it reminded me so much of growing up on those Sunday nights in church because people would get up and say very similar things. And so I wrote this song kind of as an honor to those people who would have the courage to get up in front of a crowd full of strangers and spill their guts. And I wanted to write it in a very old kind of style. I wanted it to sound somewhere between, a cross between church and a honky-tonk bar, somewhere in there somewhere. So I felt like God was in both of those places. And so I wrote this song and doing the best I could to just emulate the old style country waltz. Everyone's welcome to the Church of the Sensitive Heart, where even a sad song can be a sing-along for the whole congregation. We're just a room full of strangers, but you know that's a great place to start. So bring your best melody, your heartfelt soliloquy, and we'll all join in. Sometimes the song will swing wide like a drunkard's punch. Sometimes sometimes it rings out true, like a church choir on a Sunday morning. Oh, and God graces the kind of places where redemption can start. Whoa, 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 here at the church, the sensitive heart. Play a solo, Norm. Okay, I will. It's the only country riff I know. I just impressed myself. That was good. She's been one of the faithful every Tuesday night now for over a year. She comes with that old guitar so she can let down her guard just for a moment. She's got a song about a heartache with a chorus that will bring you to your tears. She wrote the words down on Sunday, the chords came on Monday, just in time for this world debut. Oh, sometimes a song slips in like a ghost in the old church tower. Sometimes it burns down deep like revival coming to your soul. Or you can find salvation in the strangest location like an old corner bar. Whoa, here at the church, the sensitive heart. So welcome to the church of...
Yeah.
Of course.
I may have to stand for this song. The song is called Dangerous Days, and I don't often perform it. I think I've performed it maybe twice since I wrote it about 4 years ago. For two reasons. One, I always screw it up. And number two, it's got incredibly depressing lyrics. So, but it's got kind of a cool groove, so I do like playing it just on my own, you know. So I always say it's the old cliche, you know, it's a sad song, but it's got a happy groove. So it, you know, when you hear it, you'll feel like jumping off the bridge with a smile on your face. So that's okay. I gather my courage to do this song. Maybe a little more guitar, I can't hear it. How does this song start? I forget how the words go. Oh yeah. A revelation came to me in a dream last night. And woe to the sleeper who longs for the broad daylight. Vision, premonition, chapter ending soon. I saw a city burning while someone played a happy tune. We've had hurricane and lightning, famine and the flood, but we never thought it'd turn out this way. These are the dangerous days. We're just another fool with a finger on the bomb. These are the dangerous days, the greatest hits of the apocalypse. See, I told you it was really cheerful. About midnight, I heard the sound of the devil's song. It said, if God's on your side, boy, then the other man must be always wrong. Left wing, right wing, let the labels define us. Blindness, deafness, death by political correctness. We might look like the angels, but we think like the devil, cause we always thought we'd have more time. These are the dangerous days, with just another fool with a finger on the bomb. These are the dangerous days, we fan the flames while the righteous are blamed. Oh. Believers keep on believing. We've had hurricane and lightning, the famine and the flood, but we always thought we'd have more time. These are the dangerous days, the lunatics have taken over the asylum. These are the dangerous days, the greatest hits of the apocalypse. Oh, oh,
Norm Strauss, everybody.
thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome job.
It's my sad bastard turned happy bastard song.
I'll try this one. I wrote this one a while back, and it's kind of like life can knock you down a bunch of times, but you know, there's always going to be that ray of sunshine that walks into your life out of nowhere, and you're like, thank you so much, and then your whole world is just better, you know. And this goes to those people, so thank you for that. It's called Help Me Up. I always forget to say the title. This is my first singer-songwriter circle, and I don't know how long, so it's very vulnerable, I guess, because you're talking about the songs that you write that you don't really get to play that often. So I just want to say thank you for having me up here, Dan. And thank you for listening to me cry about it on stage. No. All right. I was listening to a lot of Sublime also when I wrote this, and then I wanted Snoop Dogg to be a feature in my song. So here's that.
Well, he hasn't said no yet, right?
Yeah, waiting on the email. Been a while. I'm rocking red sunglasses and a bottle of scotch. I'm on a 3-day bender out the box of my truck. My head's dumbfounded, but my heart's collapsing. Got a bottle of pills from a Tylenol basket. End up walking to the liquor store. I bumped right into you, open the door. Aren't odds funny, and I'm oh so clumsy. Tripped on a stick and pushed you out of my way. From my head, and then I heard an angel from across the road. He said, baby, how are you? You look mighty old. Take my sweater, it don't matter whatever. Tripped on my foot and we were down together. Help me up, oh darling. Please, baby, just help me up. I'm falling down and I can't seem to get back up. Help me up, oh darling. Just help me up, I'm falling down and I can't seem to get back. Digging it down, the girls again. Kitty, gotta get them railed up and hit Liquor City. Got my females dancing out on the floor. Got the gentlemen asking, begging for more. Walking on down to start the new Dutch. 1 step or 2, I got the new Ziggy Dick. Got the desk moves dancing out on the floor. Fall down once, baby, up once more. Help me up, oh darling. Please, baby, just help me up. I'm falling down and I can't seem to get back up. Help me up, oh, yeah, help me everywhere you go. Everywhere you go. Help me over you, help me over you. Give me love and you're everything. You're all I've ever needed. Thank you for helping me. Thank you. I needed help on that really big note.
I could hear Snoop in there, though. I could hear him.
Yeah? Ooh, I like that. Thank you.
Immigrant. It's a true story. It kind of chronicles a little bit of my ancestry. It was a bright October morning back in 1952 as we gathered on the docks of Bremen Harbor, and we held our breaths and hoped that all the stories told were true. A frontier land with promises of more. Are there any dreamers still alive after the war? After 14 days of sailing on the rough Atlantic Sea, we slipped like ghosts into the port of Montreal. With all that I possessed, and my wife and our 4 children, and I don't know if I've ever been that cold. Starting over at 46 years old. Follow your hearts, even to unfamiliar places. Follow your heart, writing your story on these pages. My brother said that he would meet me, so we boarded the train, past frozen lakes and endless prairie sky. He said this land is so big, you can finally be yourself. Let these open fields free your captive soul, or let those wild mountains swallow you whole. Follow your hearts, even to unfamiliar places. Follow your heart, writing your story on these pages. The land that I called Father still comes to me in my dreams. I still wonder, where would I be soon? Follow your hearts, even to unfamiliar places. Come on. Follow your heart, writing your story on the... Why don't you guys sing with us? Come on, sing, follow your heart. Follow your heart, even to unfamiliar places. Even to unfamiliar places. Sing, follow your heart. Follow your heart, writing your story on these pages. Write your story on these pages. On and on and on and on and on and on it goes, down through the generations. Mother, a father, a sister, brother, daughter, son. Family name Thank you.
Norm Strauss.
Thank you very much.
I'm glad he goes after me. Well, I don't really have it on either side very good, do I? Just beast mode on either side of me right now.
I've been talking all night about how moody I was, but that just calmed the... That felt so nice. Thank you, Norm. Well, my friends, I think we got one more round here. We're going to go around one more time, unless after Norm you have something else to say with it, but... I totally forgot to think about what I was going to play next. Let's do this. I don't need my harmonica. This is another relatively new one I put down. I'm just thinking of mood changing. And this is a tune I wrote actually. It's one of those rare songs that I get from time to time that I just put down in about an hour and a half of just sitting down and writing. And this tune, it came last January, and I was having, I get seasonal affective. And seasonal affective when you're an artist that it's a little bit introspective. It's a little bit difficult when you don't get to see anyone and bounce ideas off your other creative idiot friends that you're proud to have and stuff. And so last January was pretty tough. And I remember receiving a letter. I received a letter from an old friend. He seemed like an old friend even though I saw him at the last festival I was at. But with COVID, that happened to be 2 years prior. And if you can picture this man, he's got a really scruffy beard, and he's balding, but he wears a hat that's kind of flipped up all the time, and he's a festival kid, so that adds another realm of color to your picture of this man. His name's Spencer. He lives in a van. He plays mandolin, and he always has this big goofy grin on his face. He's usually topless too. And Spencer took the time to write me a letter, and he sent me just unspurred, out of nowhere. He sent me this letter, and inside it had an embroidered patch of his big goofy mug, and on the back of a Save On Foods receipt, he had written something like 7 or 8 words, and it was, "Hey Dan, keep on rising, love Spencer." And that changed my winter last year. It was a hard winter for all of us. I was struggling, and this is a tune that came from that experience, and I actually took on through the next bunch of gigs that I started playing. I started taking people's names and addresses who wanted to receive a letter from me, because I found on the other end of it, when you're writing the letter, it's just as profound. And this is a tune I wrote about letters that I've received, letters that I've written. So this is called Letters. I got a letter in the mail the other day. Inside was an old friend's face. And now the letter, it didn't have much to say. Even still, it was old breeze. So I'm writing to you from our place. It ain't much, hell, it's my space. These little circles, little scribbles, and little R's, they're asking, what are you doing now? Like they close down bars. It's finding the words, it shouldn't be hard. And the joys in the subtle art. Out in the country, letters to me. house in the country, oh, those letters to me remind us so hard, and we can't forget who we are. Thanks very much. Thanks, my friends. If anyone wants to receive a letter, just find me later.
Get him a receipt.
Before we get into our next two artists' last songs, I fully encourage you, if you can, listen to what they have to say between their songs. And on top of it, we have donation jars for them if you got cash tips for them. And we've got a giant QR code. Redbird has done us a huge favor and made it easy to support these beautiful writing artists. And like I said earlier, it's not for what they're performing right now, it's for what they've written and what they'll be writing in the future. So if you can do me a huge favor and do that, that would be wonderful. Shalisha, my friend, what do you got for your last song?
Oh, I can't decide. I feel like I'm put on the spot. It's like I should have planned this or something. Fast or slow? What you guys feeling? Help me out. A beat? A little bit beat? Okay, so I don't really have a sentimental story for my last song here. I watched a movie. I'm really empathetic, and I felt like I was in the movie. I like perspectives also, and this song is called Rest in Bed, but I watched The Devil's Rejects, and I was like in the movie, and then I don't know if you guys know the movie, I'm not gonna go on about it, but there's kind of like a bad family in there, and it's like a guy had messed with the wrong girl, like just be careful. And this is that song. This is a song about that daughter in that movie. I know it's just not really a great story. I just watched a movie and I wrote a song about it. But anyway, it's just like be careful who you mess with, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Take me down to the river, yeah. Want a man to heal my soul. Take me down to the river, yeah. Want a man to heal my soul. Take me down to the river, yeah. Want a man to heal my soul. Take me down to the river, yeah. Want a man to heal my soul. Take take me down to the river, yeah. I want a man to heal my soul. Take me down to the river, yeah. That man don't feel no more. Take me down to the river, yeah. Ain't no gonna heal my soul. Take me down to the river, yeah. 'Cause the devil's made his house a home. There'll be mama love to ease my soul. There's my heart on the dancing floor. She said, come on, child, let me soothe your pain. Putting down on this dancing bed. Oh, help me, mama love to ease my soul. There's my heart on the dancing floor. She said, come on, child, let me soothe your pain. Putting down on this dancing bed. Yeah, well, putting down on this dancing bed. Thank you.
Let's hear it for Shalisha, everybody. Come on.
Thanks, guys. Down in front. No.
Well, I think I will stand again. Is that allowed here? Need to stand up at these kind of...
Of course. Whatever makes you comfortable.
It'll cost ya.
The goal on the Redbird stage is comfort, really.
Okay, alrighty then. Well, I'm gonna sing this song that I wrote quite a while ago. Actually, I think I wrote it with that young fella down there with the beard and the pizza in his mouth. Andrew Smith. Him and I wrote this song together. He probably doesn't even remember it, but... Oh, there's a long story behind this song, which I won't get into, but the song is called In Stereo. I hear colors in the background when I read the morning news. It's like someone's out there painting in reds and greens and blues. Well, the rhythm is familiar, like you're walking down the street. There's a tension in the backbeat as you're shuffling your feet. And you see it all in stereo. You live your life in the spaces in between, like a song coming through on the radio. It makes you believe maybe that's all you need. I remember when I was younger, a little closer to the edge. Life came to me in pieces, like a song running through my head. Well, I still like to hear those echoes crashing through the hole, scattering the stillness, breaking down the walls. When you see it all in stereo, you live your life in the spaces in between, like a song coming through on the radio. It makes you believe maybe that's all you need. Whoa, 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 whoa. Maybe that's all you need. This is more than just surviving or getting through these days. 'Cause we're hearing our own stories as these songs begin to play. When we find ourselves some music, let's all go for a ride. When they pump it through the airwaves, makes us feel like we're alive. 'Cause when you see it all in stereo, you live your life in the spaces in between, like a song coming through on the radio. It makes you believe, baby, that's all you need. Makes you believe, maybe that's all you really need. So have a little faith, have a little faith now. Gonna be alright, have a little faith.
Ladies and gentlemen, Norm Strauss.
Thank you, everybody.
Well, my friends, I'm a sucker for these songwriters, and we have a habit of maybe hanging on a little bit longer than we maybe should. Are you okay if I just encourage an encore? Just one more round from these beautiful artists? All right, so the only thing I will say is, if you can do me a big favor and support these artists just one more time, or if you haven't supported yet, make sure you hit that QR code. Are you guys? Can you do one more?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah? Yeah? All right. I think we're gonna do one more, if you guys are okay with it. I'm going to send you off. My last tune is going to be another tune about moving out to BC, because that was a pretty pivotal time in my life. I moved from Ontario, and I used to drink kokanee dreaming of the mountains of BC, because I thought that's what BC must taste like. And and when I finally did move out, I was able to finish this song. I released it with a band called Tiger Moon, and we played it quite a bit. And this is, it was nice to be able to finish writing this song. This is an old tune that, it was all about the dream as a kid. I don't know if any of you from Ontario really experienced it. I know there's a couple from Ontario that I know really well, and a couple that I don't know really well, because there's always a few of us in the crowd. But it's a big dream to move out to BC, and when you finally do, it's pretty special. It's pretty special. I mean, especially if you have the right friends that warn you beforehand to bring cash. No, I'm kidding. BC's my one of my first loves. So this is written all about the dream of moving up to BC, and I don't know if any of you are farmers out there, but I still have this dream that formed when I was an Ontario kid growing up in rural Ottawa Valley, that I was going to move to BC, find a girl, marry her, and farm my days away in the mountains. And that's what this is about. This is called Above the Pines. Above the pines, living in the clouded skies, is a man you think was pushed to the brink, but he's been doing just fine. And he's been sowing hay about every goddamn day, and the alpine earth has proved its worth, 'cause he's still farming away. He says goodbye to his folks, this world is just a hoax. Said I'm moving north, think find myself a source, north to the Caribou. that second verse, though. It's been a while. Serving day, a girl was tying twine, and he wanted to see if she'd marry he, and they'd have themselves a time. After 6 weeks she had stayed, they had their wedding day, and there was no one there but the vacant stairs of their livestock chewing hay. He said goodbye to his folks. This world is just a hoax. He said I'm moving north. I think I'll find myself a source. I think I'll buy myself a horse. But the eagle stayed in town, and that never cup came down. So the happy soul stayed on a road till they fell back in the ground. They said goodbye to folks. This world is just a hoax. They're moving north, 'cause they'll find themselves a source. And they say goodbye to folks. This world is just a hoax. Said I'm moving north. I think I'll find myself a source. Thank you.
Nice.
Shalisha, your real last song. What do you got,
You're
sister?
funny. Oh, I don't know. 1 second. Oh yeah. So this is where it all began. This song. I thought I knew the blues when I was younger. My toaster broke and I couldn't make breakfast. So I wrote a song about it. This is a blues song. You guys are more than welcome to join and do some diddles and stuff if you like. This one? It's called Broken Toaster.
My toaster's broken, was a good friend of mine. My toaster's broken, 'cause I make toast all the time. My toaster's broken, you say what I'm trying for. I ain't got no breakfast, I ain't got toast anymore.
Those are the blues.
How old were you when you wrote that song? That was fantastic.
16.
16, nice.
Hard knock life.
Well, for my last song, this song is pretty self-explanatory. It's about getting cranky when you're getting older. And it's called Quiet Street. Walk on my front lawn in my bare feet. Turn the volume down. Don't need to make much sound to make me smile. I wanna live where the cars go slow. Take half an hour just to drive down my road. Take me half a day to drink my coffee and read the news. Say that silence is golden. Bet I could find a lot of treasure on a silent boulevard. I'm getting older. Yeah. Picture would be complete if I could live on a quiet street. Quiet street. Park my convertible, sit on my back seat under a big blue sky. Watch the folks walk by and just smile and wave. That's me. I want to live where the only sound is the evening breeze as the leaves fall down. Just another day I can hide away and breathe. Say that silence is golden. I bet I could find a lot of treasure on a silent boulevard. I'm getting older. Picture would be complete if I could live on a quiet street. Some people love it when the decibels climb higher. All that sound is just driving me insane. I need a quiet lane. Ooh, do 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 do. To drink red wine out on the patio in the summertime. It's such a simple thing. She can't hear her cell phone ring when she closes her eyes. Say that silence is golden. I bet I could find a lot of treasure on a silent boulevard. I'm getting older. Picture would be complete if I live on a quiet street. Here we are at Redbird Brewing, and I'm wondering what the hell it is that I'm doing up on this big wide stage with these wonderful people here beside me. I tell you, it can't get any better than that. I want to live on a quiet lane where nobody there even knows my name. I'm just that grumpy old gringo playing Tuesday night bingo. Now, get off my lawn. Now I want to live on a quiet, quiet street.
my friends, this has been one more installment of Three Little Birds. Let me reintroduce you to your artist. This gentleman on your far right, he will change your world if you catch him at a house show. He plays, are you playing, do you have any dates booked in the Okanagan coming up, or?
Just some private gigs, but there will be some coming up. Go to normstrauss.com.
Normstrauss.com, which must mean that Norm Strauss is his name. Let's hear it for Norm Strauss on the right side.
Thank you. And by the way, I want to say stick around for open mic night. There's some more great singers coming up. The first on the list is our son Joel, who's sitting right over here.
In the center stage, if you want to see a hell of a dance band, or if you want to see this young woman one more time perform, she's booking dates like crazy this summer. Please give it up for Shalisha.
Thank you.
My friends, my name is Dan Tait. It's a pleasure. Honestly, I love doing this every single week, but we're going to be ending it on the last Tuesday of May, so make sure you come on back, enjoy some new artists. We got a great lineup. Next week, we've got Sally Wallach, and who do we have? I'll get back to you on that. We've got two fantastic artists next week, and make sure you come back. Come back, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. We'll have open mic going in about 10 to 15 minutes. We'll see you soon.
Give it up for Dan Tait, everybody, as well. Oh yeah, you rocked it.